Getting GLP-1 medications covered by insurance is possible for many people, but it requires knowing exactly what to ask for, what to document, and how to navigate the system. Here's the step-by-step process I'll walk clients through. Welcome back to Real Talk Nutrition. If you've been frustrated trying to get your GLP-1 medication covered by insurance, or if you haven't even tried yet because it feels overwhelming, this video is going to give you a clear roadmap. Here, let's go step by step. First, I want to say this process works for a meaningful number of people, but not everyone. Whether your plan covers GLP-1 medications depends on your specific plan, your diagnosis, your employer, and sometimes your state. But many people give up before they've even actually gone through the full process, and it's worth trying. Step 1, find out what your plan actually covers. Call the member services number on the back of your insurance card and ask specifically, does my plan cover semaglutide or tirzepatide for weight management or obesity? Get the answer in writing or document it in a call reference number. Ask which specific brand names are covered, such as Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, because coverage varies by brand, even for the same molecule. Step 2, know your diagnosis. GLP-1 medications are much more likely to be covered when there is a documented medical diagnosis of obesity as a disease, not just weight management. Your provider should document your BMI and any comorbidities, type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, hypertension, sleep apnea, elevated cholesterol. Those are all the things that if you have them, you should make sure your provider has it in your record. These comorbidities dramatically strengthen your coverage case. Step 3, get a letter of medical necessity from your doctor. This is a formal letter stating that GLP-1 medications is medically necessary for your care, citing your diagnosis and clinical indicators. Ask your doctor specifically for this. Not all providers offer it automatically. Some patients have to ask several times or be assertive about the request. Step 4, submit the prior authorization. Your pharmacy or your doctor's office typically handles prior authorization submission, but you should follow up actively. Prior authorization denials are common on the first submission. That leads to step 5. Appeal the denial. If you're denied, you have the right to appeal. The letter of medical necessity, documentation of your comorbidities, and evidence from the clinical guidelines supporting GLP-1 use in obesity are all components of a strong appeal. Your doctor's office may be able to do a peer-to-peer review where your doctor speaks directly to the insurance company's physician reviewer. This can significantly improve approval rates. Step 6. If all else fails, explore manufacturer programs. Both Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly have savings and assistance programs. Novo Nordisk's My $99 insulin has expanded. There are also income-based patient assistance programs. The income thresholds are broader than most people assume, and it's worth checking even if you think you make too much. Before I go, if you want ongoing support from a community that actually gets it, come join my Facebook group, Bariatric and GLP-1 Support by Real Talk Nutrition. We talk about all of this, the real stuff without judgment. And if you're ready to go deeper, I have a monthly group coaching membership called the Real Talk Continuum. It's where we do the real work together. If this video was helpful for you, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss an episode. I post new content on a regular basis and I don't want you to miss it. Until next time, goodbye.